So today we'll discuss part 2 of models for electron hole concentration in extrinsic semiconductors. We have already discussed part 1 of this lecture. So in part 1 of the lecture, we have already discussed density of electrons and holes in extrinsic semiconductors and density of electrons in conduction band was given by this equation in which we have neglected the influence of valence band. So density of electrons in conduction band is equal to under root 2 nd 2 pi me star kt upon h square to the power 3 by 4 e to the power minus delta E upon 2 kt, where delta E is the ionization energy of donors. So similarly, density of holes in valence band by neglecting the influence of conduction band is given by Nv is equal to under root 2 Na 2 pi mh star kt upon h square to the power 3 by 4 e to the power minus delta E upon 2 kt. So here Me star and Mh star are effective mass of electrons and holes respectively, and location of Fermi energy level is given by the following equation. This we have already discussed in the last lecture, that is part 1 of this lecture. We have already determined the location of Fermi energy level by simplifying the equation, and EF is equal to EC plus EI upon 2 plus KT upon 2 log of ND upon 2 into 2 pi Me star KT on H square to the power 3 by 2. So as T increases, Fermi energy level changes. And for N-type semiconductor, Fermi energy level decreases, whereas for P-type semiconductor, Fermi energy level increases. So now we'll see the variation of Fermi energy level with doping concentration as well as temperature. So here from this figure, which shows the energy level versus temperature at different values of doping concentration, and we see from this figure that as doping level increases, as we go from purple line to green line to blue line and then red and blacks and so on, that means as the doping level increases, the Fermi energy level moves closer to conduction band in in N-type semiconductors and closer to valence band for P-type semiconductor. That means with increase in doping level, Fermi energy level shifts towards conduction band for N-type, and it moves closer to valence band for P-type semiconductor. Since intrinsic carrier concentration is a strong function of temperature, so Fermi energy level is a function of temperature also. As temperature increases, Ni increases, and Fermi energy level moves closer to the intrinsic Fermi level, which we'll see in the next diagram. And at high temperature, the semiconductor material begins to lose its extrinsic character and begins to behave more like an intrinsic semiconductor. This figure again shows the variation of energy with doping density, and again we can see that as doping density increases for N-type semiconductor, this Fermi energy level is moving towards conduction band. That means it is closer to conduction band, and for P-type semiconductor, this Fermi energy level is closer to valence band as doping density increases. This diagram shows the temperature dependence of Fermi energy level in N and P-type semiconductor. So this is conduction band, these are donor levels, and for this Fermi energy level lies somewhere in between conduction band and donor level, and this is filled valence band, this is acceptor level. So for n-type material, if temperature increases, then Fermi energy level decreases, and at higher temperature it reaches to intrinsic level. Similarly, for p-type semiconductor, Fermi energy level increases, and as temperature reaches to higher value, Fermi energy level approaches to its intrinsic level. So this we have already discussed here, that at higher temperature the semiconductor materials begins to lose its extrinsic character and begins to behave more like an intrinsic semiconductor, which is clear from this figure. And now we'll just see the case in which change in Fermi energy is plotted here with temperature for EC minus EI is equal to 0.2 electron volt for 3 values of ND. So this is conduction band, and EC minus EI is minus 0.2 electron volt, and these are donor levels. So, and these are the 3 values of ND, means impurities. So Fermi level as a function of temperature is plotted for a set of donor levels 0.2 electron volt below the conduction band. The presence of the valence band is neglected since we are talking about the n-type semiconductors. The numbers next to the curves represent the number of donors per centimeter cube. These are 3 different donor density levels. So within A, B, C, the Fermi energy level is more than 2 kT away from the donors and from the conduction band. And within ABC, equation 21 is applicable with an accuracy of 8%. Equation 21 is this, which we have already discussed in part 1 of this lecture. This is equation 21. So for this particular case, within ABC, density of electrons in conduction band, which is given by equation 21, is applicable with an accuracy of 8%. So these are the references.